you ever thought about what might trigger your emotional eating? It's distressing, it's often complex, and it could be a myriad of things that are contributing to emotional eating that makes you feel bad about yourself at the end of it. Perhaps you're bored, you're stressed, you're sad, you're lonely or anxious. Sometimes just having a hard day at work can lead to that need for feeling like you need a reward to get yourself through the day, or having got yourself through the day. So for many people, emotional eating has become really their coping mechanism. It's a relief, an escape, a distraction from life and the struggles and problems that life brings. But unfortunately, it doesn't often bring the comfort that we're expecting, or the benefit that it does give us is usually short-lived. And commonly, those feelings of shame and guilt and self-loathing follow that desire for comfort, that having that quick comfort fix. And it's not really giving you that reward that you were looking for. So commonly people might eat a pack of biscuits as an automatic response, rather than trying to work out what it is that they really need. And this might be to de-stress, to find some stimulation, or to actually get some rest. And most of the time, this survival mechanism can become a habit. And chances are that if you're doing this, you've really conditioned yourself to reward yourself with food, maybe for years and years. Maybe it happened since early childhood. And often we are completely out of touch with our own bodies, having done diet after diet after diet. So that makes it even more challenging for us. So when working with clients, one of the aims is to really help them build in more appropriate ways of making themselves feel better by prioritizing their self-care and really turning to non-food rewards instead of turning to that sort of quick fix. Because we all need and deserve to do positive things for ourselves, and without feeling of guilt. I know that a lot of my clients do feel guilty about taking a rest, or doing something kind to themselves or nice for themselves. But actually, this is what it means. And a self-care homework is something that I often give to my clients, whereby every day for a week, they are doing something just small and kind for themselves that feels good. And this can be anything. This can range from many different things, and it depends on you as a person as to what would work for you. But it can be really empowering to look at what you might normally do to reward yourself and think, are these helpful, or do I need to replace them with other things? And really spend some time to think about and identify some activities that you can build into your daily life that you can do. So think, what would I like to spend more time doing for myself? What would really make me feel good? What helps you to relax and de-stress? So there is a number of things. And as I said, it is very, very individual as to what would be nice for you. There are some examples that I can think of. Some people really like listening to calming music and having just that time and peace away from the family and having some quiet time. Perhaps it's doing something like yoga or Pilates. Perhaps it's just getting out for a gentle walk, if possible to peaceful surroundings or a green space somewhere where you can feel a bit of peace. Sometimes it's just reading your favourite magazine, for example, or going out and sitting in the garden. A bit more difficult in the winter time here in the UK, but actually, even if the sun's out and it's cold, just sitting with that little bit of sun on your face can feel quite comforting. Sometimes it's having a soak in the bath. I know for one of my clients, she actually loves having a shower, and for her, that's the thing, having a shower. Speaking on the phone to a really good friend, or just having some quiet, peaceful time to do some relaxation. So maybe some breath work, some breathing exercises, some mindfulness, or listening to some guided relaxation might be something that really does it for you. But try and use this as an opportunity to really try and identify what would work for you and improve the quality of your life. And you can start to build in new ways of feeling that joy and enriching your life experience. For many people I know, they say to me, but I don't have the time. But what I would say is there's always a way of finding time for these activities, finding a small slot of time. To consider how much time you might be losing going down the rabbit hole of social media, for example. I mean, people often tell me that they can spend 20 minutes without even thinking about it on social media, when that actually could be a time for peaceful, quiet time, or for something that can be really rewarding, whereas often social media is something that's stimulating and sometimes triggers all sorts of other things in them. So that might be a good place to start. But really simple steps to take are first identifying when you're using food as a reward or as a comfort or as a coping mechanism to feel better. Choose some alternative things that would be work for you instead of using the food, and think about and try them out. If that doesn't work, change it and try different things out. But the key is to keep practicing, because very often if you're not practicing it, it won't become automatic. So you need to, repetition helps to make it automatic. So keep practicing. Don't berate yourself if you miss times when you do it, because that's absolutely normal to miss times. Try and catch yourself doing it and just observe without judgment what might have happened this time and what you can do differently next time. So I hope you found that helpful. If you are struggling with your relationship with food, do be sure to download my Breaking the Cycle, which is giving you your first steps to healing your relationship with food. This is basically a structured 4-step guide that I've created for anyone that suffers from emotional or disordered eating, and it will essentially help you to understand the best ways to structure your eating routine, develop a better understanding of your body's appetite cues. It will help you to navigate snacking and help you to reduce cravings and feel satiated, and to teach you how to use the journaling pages that I include in the guide to give you a deeper understanding of your eating behaviour and your thoughts and emotions that go with that. So really important stuff. It's got an appetite tool included, it's got journaling pages included, and snack ideas included. And I think it's a really great step to do, and feel free to use the Facebook group, the Food Freedom Method, as a place to discuss this or ask questions about the guide, to have that sense of accountability and motivation as well. So I look forward to seeing you next time.